Happy Thursday! Welcome to the Legal Tea with LT. This is where I spill about important legal issues in the amount of time that it takes me to steep a cup of tea. This spring we're talking about probate, and as always these videos are not meant to take the place of talking to an attorney. They're just meant to give you a general educational overview of these topics. So make sure that you reach out to an attorney to talk about your specific probate issue, but I hope that these videos can be helpful. This week, we are going to talk about probate and just answer what is probate. I have a lot of clients that come to me that are unfamiliar with what it is, but they know they need to get something done. So I define probate as the legal process of losing a loved one. Whenever we pass away, we leave behind our estate. And you don't have to have a lot of money or a huge house or even own land to have an estate. Some examples of what's included in your estate are your bank accounts, your car, your house, of course, your clothes, your personal belongings, and also an investment account or retirement account or insurance designation if you don't leave a valid beneficiary on it. So that means if you designate someone to as a beneficiary on your insurance policy, for example, and they predecease you, or if you forget to designate somebody on the insurance policy, then that money goes into your estate as well. Someone in the probate process who you've left behind, who you love, will first hire an attorney in order to be able to access what is in your estate so that they can distribute it. The first step that we do is we file an application in the county where the person died or where they were a resident when they were alive. And in that application, we nominate someone called a personal representative in order to have that person get the power to distribute the estate of the decedent or the person who dies. And we will do one of two things. If somebody passes away with a will, we will file an application for probate with letters of testamentary. If somebody passes away without a will, we'll file an application for independent administration and letters of administration. So if you have ever lost a loved one and the bank or a title company tells you you need letters, or they say you need letters of administration, or they say that you need letters testamentary, all of that is granted in the probate process. After we file the application, and that application nominates who we want to serve as the personal representative, the court looks that application over and they tell us if there are any issues. Maybe the person who's a personal representative won't qualify, and they let us know. They give us time to solve those issues. If there aren't any issues, we then set a hearing. At that hearing, your attorney goes with you, represents you, and we put witness testimony on the stand, and we can put other evidence as well that proves up the estate, proves up the will, or proves up our application for independent administration. At that point, if the court approves all of our testimony that we have and our application previously, then the personal representative who's at that hearing, who gets sworn in front of the judge, is granted those letters. With those letters, the personal representative essentially gets to act on behalf of the deceased person or the decedent. And so they get access to their bank accounts, they can change the title on their house, they can clear and wrap up all of their belongings, all of the possessions in their estate, and distribute it either the way that the person's will says, or if a person passes away without a will, the way that the intestacy statute says that their stuff should go to. Okay, so that is the process of probate, and in summary, probate is the legal process of losing a loved one. It allows you to appoint a personal representative who can wrap up the decedent's estate. If you have any more questions about probate, please feel free to reach out to me. We're going to talk about it much more in depth over the coming weeks, and our next legal tea is going to talk about, well, why does probate matter to you? Okay, I hope everybody has a blessed Thursday, and we'll talk soon.